I can't believe I'm making this video again, but I have to. Like, I'm doing everything I can to protect you guys, but you gotta kind of help yourself protect yourself. I mean, obviously there are tons and tons of scams going on. Scams are just more prevalent than they've ever been, and YouTube is no exception to the rule at all. Okay, what I'm referring to right now is the WhatsApp scams that continue to go on. YouTube knows this. I have given in previous videos where I'm talking about these scams, what I believe to be easy ways YouTube can combat this, but I don't think they give a shit, to be honest. It's just the fact that years later, we're having this conversation still means that YouTube knows people out there are falling victim to these scams, but they just simply don't care. But if you don't want to fall victim to scams, check out today's sponsor. If you're planning your next GPU upgrade, let me save you some time and hassle. Check out Jawa, the #1 marketplace for new and used PC gear. Instead of dealing with sketchy listings or marketplace headaches, Jawa.gg will actually buy your GPU directly. Just head to their site and get an instant quote, and you can get paid through PayPal fast. Use that cash to offset the cost of your new GPU and even pick up a killer deal from one of Jawa's verified sellers. Every listing is manually reviewed and transactions are protected, so you're covered start to finish. For instance, check out this listing for an EVGA For the Win 3 Ultra for only $380, sold directly by Jawa's official store, and includes the Jawa buyer protection guaranteeing the item is as described or your money back. So before you toss that old graphics card in the drawer, turn it into cash and upgrade smarter with Jawa.gg, a marketplace built by gamers for gamers. Okay, so the WhatsApp scam. First of all, what is it? WhatsApp is a free VoIP/text messaging app that works as long as you have internet. Doesn't matter where you are, there's no long distance fees or anything like that. And more importantly, it's free. Now, WhatsApp is something that has become a dominating platform for scammers. And that's because of the fact that that stuff is not really traceable. Now, most of the WhatsApps do get tied to real phone numbers. Like, you have to have a real phone number to have a WhatsApp account, but these scammers and the profitability of what they're able to generate off these WhatsApp scams mean they continue to just get like prepaid, SIM cards and such, or eSIMs, and just continue to roll over the numbers. When they get banned, they just grab another one for 20 bucks and off they go because they're making way more than that. But the way that the WhatsApp scams work is they will pretend to be the content creator at which they're in the comments, like, I don't want to say simulating, because they're really bad at it, by the way. Like, the more that the WhatsApp accounts have gotten banned, especially on YouTube, the more ridiculous the usernames have gotten. See, for instance, back in the day, there used to be, like, you could basically make essentially the exact same looking username. Like, I'm at Jace2cents with a check mark, by the way, a gray check mark. If you do not see a comment from at Jace2cents with the check mark, you are not talking to me. And I'm referring to specifically the comment section on YouTube. But you could have taken the like JAYZ, TWOCENTZ, like, people would fall for that, right? And I've also seen people do like Jace2cents _ or at _ Jace2cents, and and such. And as these names get banned, and I ban the usernames as fast as they come in, I try to anyway. These are bots, remember. These are bots that are doing this. So they come in really, really quick. I would go in there and ban them. Now, what they would do is they would reply to a random comment. And actually, I say would do, this is what they are doing literally right now as we speak. Probably even on this video, you'll see the scam because it's a bot, right? It doesn't realize the irony of me pointing out they're a scam as they're now trying to scam you on the comments of this very video. But what they'll do is, like, you'll comment like, hey Jay, I love today's video, but I think you should blah, blah, blah. And then there'll be a comment under there that says, hey, thanks for commenting. I've got something for you. Hit me up on WhatsApp. And then they would do like the bracket symbol with lines, and then they would put their WhatsApp phone number. Now, one of the things that I've done to try and combat some of that is to ban words and phrases within my YouTube, like, studio control, that I have banned WhatsApp. I have banned alternate spellings of WhatsApp. I have banned the brackets. There's a lot of combinations of things that I've banned, and many people have thought their comments were being deleted because they may have said something that was very similar to some of those phrases, and so then it just automatically gets hidden, and that sucks for you. But trying to protect as many people as I can in the audience, sometimes those types of comments get filtered if it's very, very similar. Now, because I've banned WhatsApp and all variations of WhatsApp, and I can't remember what the other chat app was. There was another one. Telegram, yeah, it was the Telegram scam, and they just moved over to WhatsApp. But what they've started doing now is putting the WhatsApp phone number in the username. I have to be honest right now, you have to help me help you. okay? Scammers thrive on lower IQs, okay? It's kind of the way, it's not even as low IQ as like the speaker scam that Linus was talking about, and Phil and I were having a conversation about that just before filming this, that we've seen that scam 30 years ago. Like, and it's still going because it works. All a scammer needs is confirmation by having one person fall for it. And that's all they need to keep going. Now, the platform for YouTube, if you take a look at this username that we're showing on screen right now, and it's got the special characters with the stupid circles and the phone number in it, I suggested years ago, YouTube should not allow custom characters in usernames. Or even custom characters in the comments at all. It should just be standard alphanumeric with the basic symbols of like maybe hashtag or a star symbol, whatever. None of these special alt 1842 whatever characters should be allowed to be used in usernames or comments, because that's how they're getting around a lot of these filters. But what happens is then, I'll roll back a little bit here. You make a comment, you say, hey Jay, this video sucks, whatever. And then it's like, hey, thanks for commenting, I got something for you. Then what happens is you go and you download WhatsApp, and then you contact the person. And I've seen screenshots of these conversations, and it's extremely obvious to, I guess, most people, but it's extremely obvious that the person they're speaking with is not a native English speaker. Now, I may suck at speaking, and I may slur words, and I may spoonerism things, but I do not talk like these these people on WhatsApp are responding to the audience. The other really obvious clue should be international addresses, right? So I've seen some of these say, hey, I'm sending you something from Lithuania. Do I look Lithuanian to you? Canadian, maybe. My father is French Canadian. But it should be pretty obvious I'm not in Lithuania. It should be pretty obvious I'm not in Europe. It should also be pretty obvious that I'm not going to contact you randomly out of the blue, make you jump to a different platform to then tell you, congratulations, you won an iPhone or AirPods Max or random electronics, like just random shit. When's the last time you've seen an iPhone video on this channel? It was one of the spoofs we did years and years and years ago, making fun of like the Apple keynotes, right? All satirical content. It has been 10 years since I've done anything like that, okay? But the number one way to protect yourself in these types of things is, one, don't jump off the platform to have a conversation if you think it's me telling you to jump off the platform. YouTube is my platform. If I'm going to talk to you, I will do it there, okay? If I have commented to you something publicly, it's gonna be related to the video or the content. It's not gonna be because I'm randomly doing a giveaway. Now, if I was doing a giveaway, I never comment like in the comments section to notify the person that they won. It's always via their email that's registered on whichever giveaway platform we're using, which was Gleam, but we stopped using them a long time ago because it's just been a lot of privacy concerns and spam and all that sort of stuff. So that's one of the reasons why giveaways have sort of stopped around here. Now, we've been known to give stuff away. We've been known to randomly give stuff away to people, like having conversations with them on Twitter and stuff, but it's extremely obvious that you're talking to me at that point. But the way the scam works is they get you to believe that you won something, but you have to pay for shipping, okay? It doesn't matter if it's a cell phone, it doesn't matter if it's a laptop or a tablet. The random electronics are what they give away, or say they're giving away. But then suddenly it's like, and I don't know how this happens, but I had somebody email me way after the fact, and they gave the person money more than once. Here's an example. Yeah, it feels like face palming so hard right now.
Oh no.
They believe they won a free computer, and free computers are known to obviously have, a decent amount of shipping. But they've got these fake like FedEx and UPS websites that you go in there and you put in your address and it's supposed to calculate the shipping, or you give them your address and then they'll show a screenshot that looks legit saying, hey, it's 148 US dollars, or this is where I talk about the other countries, because it might be another currency that they're showing, right? It's 148 rupees or whatever it is, I don't know, right? Legend of Zelda coins, I don't know, whatever, it's just random. And then you PayPal them the money. Or usually Venmo or Cash App now is what they're using, because PayPal at least had some recourse if you caught it fast enough. But if you send money through Venmo, Zelle, or Cash App, it is the same as sending cash. There's no reversing it. There's no pulling it back. So as those apps have become more prevalent and more popular, it's become a better source for scammers than PayPal. So they'll send the 140, this is a true story, by the way, if you're watching, sorry, but you're a perfect example of why I have to share this. They sent like $148 in shipping, quote unquote, for FedEx. Then a day or two later, they go, hey, sorry, it was actually like $75 more than that. And then they just sent another $75. Now the person's over 200 and some odd dollars, just pure profit over gullibleness, whatever the right word is. See, this is an example of how I talk, not ESL, right? English second language. But anyway, the bottom line is, I will never contact you in the comments section and say you won something, go to another platform to talk to me. I would even like direct message you on there, or even give you like a way to contact me, and then we would vet that you are who you really are. I've done this before, but it's never gonna be through WhatsApp. It's never gonna be through Telegram. Hell, it's not even gonna be on Twitter, to be honest. Like, I will never go to YouTube and say, contact me on Twitter. You can always find my email address. It's public in terms of like the @Jays2Cents, like the business @Jays2Cents for brand deal stuff. Like if you ever contact me there wanting to ask me PC questions and stuff, you're never gonna get answered there. That's our business email. And then I have the Jays2Cents@gmail.com because that's what the channel was started with. Those are the only forms of communication you will ever have with me in an official like capacity if we're talking about giveaways and such. But these are happening, and they're happening a lot because of the fact that even if, see, what happens is I'll get people that they'll message me in the middle of a conversation with someone, say, hey, is it you I'm speaking with on WhatsApp? And if the answer is always gonna be no, but if I even respond to you and say no, I've had it happen before where the person goes, okay, I just told them their scam has been figured out. I just screenshotted it. I've sent a copy of it to the police. It's like, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time more than they're wasting their time on you, okay? Because the fact that you even spoke to them at all in the first place, you're the fish that got on the hook but then got away, it's not gonna stop them because you gave proof to the format of the scam. So even, I know I'm sounding kind of harsh here, but it upsets me that people fall for this stuff and they don't think with both sides of their brain because they're giving validity to these scammers that they should keep doing it, because if they get 1 out of every 50 or 1 out of every 100, the cost of them to run these scams is extremely cheap. It's the cost of like a disposable eSIM, right? I say disposable because the eSIMs can expire, right? And nobody really uses SIM cards these days. They're like all eSIMs now. But it's like 20 bucks for them to get an eSIM, and they will blast out through bots, messages after messages. If they can make 500 bucks or $1,000, you'd be surprised what some of these scammers make. I've actually seen, I did have a conversation with one of these scammers once because I pretended to be someone that they contacted. And at the end, I was like, hey, just so you know, this is Jay. I know what you're doing. This is ridiculous. And they sent me a screenshot of like their Venmo account with all the numbers blurred. And there was like $50,000 in that account. Okay, it's profitable because unfortunately, if you think about the intelligence level of the average person, there's 50% of the population dumber than that. Do yourself a favor, be in the top 50%. Don't be in the bottom 50%. Just don't comment or respond to any of the YouTube comments that are not from @Jays2Cents with a check mark. And I hate that that has to be a thing. And it's one of the major reasons why I stopped doing giveaways altogether. Because you want to talk about the perfect storm of making someone think they could have potentially won something, then be running a legit sweepstakes. Because that's when they strike. I'm telling you right now, I could put a video live, especially not only the giveaway video itself, but every video after that, the first 100 or so comments have a reply from these bots. Boom, 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 just nonstop. And then because there's a giveaway and people are so desperate to have won something for free that they'll believe anything. Like they force themselves to believe it. And do you know, first of all, the ladies in our lives out there, the wives, the girlfriends, do you know how many of them have messaged me saying, my husband swears to God, he is winning something from you. He is about to send money. Please, for the love of God, tell me if this is real or this is a scam. It's like, nope, it's a scam. Thank God your husband has you because you were about to be out money. But if you've got a better half, whether it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend or anything in between, then, and they're looking out for you, thank them. Because I can't tell you how many times people have messaged me because of the fact that they're not the ones getting scammed, but their significant other swears they're talking to me and winning something. Look, 99.9999999% of the time, it's not me. And when it's me, it's really obvious, okay? Other obvious ways that determine that it's a scam is in not a single one of the giveaways I have ever run in the 13 years of doing this channel and the, I don't know, probably close to $75,000 to $100,000 and stuff I've given away on this channel, have I ever charged someone shipping, no matter where it was going in the world, nor have I ever charged the person or made them pay the import duty fees. I always paid those up front. Okay, and that's part of declaration when I'm having to send something international. I have to pay that as it goes in. Sometimes there might be a VAT fee or something that's due on like import. And anytime that's been a thing, I've always reimbursed the person and sent them cash to cover it. It's never been me saying, send me money to ship you something. Like that has never absolutely been the way it is ever. In fact, there was a time, I think it was a 3070 giveaway I did that went to Australia, where the card had a value of about $400, and I spent $690 to ship it. I should have just sent the guy cash and told him, go buy one locally, because it would have been cheaper overall. But
no, you should have set up a WhatsApp and then texted him.
Oh yeah,
$690.
Maybe I'm just doing it wrong this whole time. I don't know. Okay, so TLDR. No, I'm not contacting you and telling you to talk to me on WhatsApp. No, I'm not going to charge you for something that you supposedly won for free. No, that's never the way I operate on this channel. If it is a username other than @Jays2Cents on anything, the only thing that's not @Jays2Cents is TikTok, which is @Jays2Cents official, because somebody stole the Jays2Cents one and was actually just mirroring our own content, which is really weird. But anyway, and it's not even monetized. But anyway, moving forward, try and ask yourself, does this seem to make sense? I just woke up today and said, Jay, I like your content, and suddenly now he wants to send me something. Like, does that sound real? I mean, if you have any shadow of a doubt, err on the side of caution and just don't respond to it. You don't need to email me and ask if it's real, because it's not. I promise you, it's not. We're not running any giveaways right now. We're not surprising anyone until December. Teaser there. So anyway, we'll be doing Jay's Rack again here real soon, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, Jay's Rack. But anyway, all right, guys, we gotta get out of here. Sorry I have to make this video, it sucks. But this is another blanket statement. I'm not gonna talk about it again. I'm not gonna respond to emails of people asking me if it's real. If you're not watching this, then you didn't deserve to win it anyway.